You don't have to have a flat left wrist at the top of the backswing, and in today's video, we're going to explain why.
So we wanted to make sure with this video that you're just not messing yourself up, because it's quite a sexy topic at the moment to get that left wrist flexed at the top of the backswing. You see John Rahm, you see Colin Morikawa, Aaron Rai, who are amazingly straight hitters of the golf ball. They all do this. But here's the thing, they have one thing in common, and it's how they hold the golf club with their left hand. They have a weak grip.
Now in this video, we're going to help you find exactly what is right for you based on how you hold the golf club. We're going to use Hack Motion, which is a fantastic bit of technology, a sensor which helps us understand what the wrists are doing. And this is going to help you understand really where you need to be at the top of your backswing.
Yeah, for sure. So what we're going to be looking at, there's two main numbers that we're looking at here, which would be extension, which is when the wrist looks like that. And you'll see that on the Hack Motion, that's a plus number. And then from there, what we would call flexion. That's when we're going into a negative number. And this is kind of what we're seeing at the top of these backswings from these great golfers. So look, so let's explain why. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to get this weak grip. So basically a weak grip is when we move the hand more to the left for the right-handed golfer. And from here, when I know this is weak because I can just about see this top knuckle. That's all I can really see on the golf club. So the true grip glove there, I can hardly see anything of that blue panel. So from here, what happens is, as a result of doing this grip, the club face is going to want to open throughout the golf swing. And a real big checkpoint for us is that at the top of the backswing, that we want the leading edge of the golf club matching the lead forearm. That tells us that it's square. If the club drops down like that, it's open. If the club points up to the sky more, the face points up more to the sky more, that was what we would call closed. So if we think about it, if we've got a weak grip here, and that face naturally wants to be open, the only way we can really square that up now is by flattening that left wrist off or even flexing it to get that leading edge somewhat near that forearm. Because if we have anything other than that with that style of grip, the golf ball is going to go big time to the right.
Remember, the ball doesn't give a crap where your wrists are. It only knows what the club face is doing at impact. So we're doing this based on what the club face wants to do. This is the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's good in this video as well because we get to show you trends and little sort of matchups we call in the golf swing. And you've got to get these right. You've got to match these two things up. Otherwise, it's going to cause you all sorts of problems. So I'm going to go with a weak grip and a little bit of that sort of extension or cup at the top of the backswing, which is kind of what we might see from a slicer, for example.
So we'll have a look at the Hack Motion, some of the numbers on this.
Yeah. And then from there, I'm going to cup the wrist at the top. And we'll know, Andy's probably not safe standing where he is right now. Look at that. It's quite interesting seeing a golf ball do that.
Okay, so we can have a look at this on screen here. We'll get a screen grab on this. So we've got plus 13 address. So we've got a little bit of extension address there. At the top of the backswing there, you had plus 31.
Okay.
So the great thing about the Hack Motion, it gives you a little bit of a guide here. So it's saying that you need to be somewhere between -7 and plus 18.
Okay.
You were way open there.
So what it's saying is I had too much cup at the top of the backswing, which is obviously something I definitely don't want.
Exactly. And we saw with the ball flight then, obviously, he went high right.
Yes.
Loads of distance lost there.
How far did it go?
Not very far.
111 yards. Yes. My 7-iron.
But based on your grip at plus 13,
yeah,
it gives you that range that you needed to be in. So based on that, let's hit another shot.
Okay.
And we've got a similar address one there, and then we'll see if you can get it now where you flatten that off a little bit and get it within the corridor.
Okay, so I'm thinking Aaron Rai when I do this, so I'm going with the weak grip still, but I'm going to flatten this wrist off now. And the good thing with this, you can actually use the Hack Motion to actually get some biofeedback, but I know that when I'm doing that there, that might not be far off the range that I need. All right, anyway, let's flatten that lead wrist off. It's definitely a better strike. It definitely is going to go further. It's still curving out to the right, which is a good chance of doing.
Yeah, so if we have a look at that one now, you were at plus 11 at the dress, so still obviously weak.
Yeah.
But now you were much better at the top. You were, let's have a look at this, you were -7 at the top.
Yeah.
Now, what it was suggesting for you, it was somewhere between -7 and plus 16.
-9 and plus 16.
Sorry, -9 and plus 16.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So you were in -7. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm just thinking, I was thinking the opposite way. I'm like,
He forgot the negative.
yeah. So you were in range there.
Yes.
Yeah. Now,
So basically, just quickly, sorry. So basically what I did on that, and then we'll come to your two things, but basically, and these might be the two things. So it's the weak grip, and then by feeling that wrist flexing like that is giving me a chance of getting that leading edge matched up to that forearm. I'll tell you what's interesting. And that's a good shot. I was a little bit worried about where that was going to go relative to the fact I keep changing my grip all the time.
So let's look at address first of all. You now have plus 30 at address.
Yeah.
Whenever we have a stronger, more neutral grip, you can see there's a little bit more cup in the hand there, more extension. So 30 there now. Now the guide at the top of the swing now, it's saying is between 10, plus 10 and plus 35. So with your grip, it's okay to have a little bit of a cup.
Yes.
Because ultimately, let's talk through this, Pierce, about the club face really, because this is the most important thing with this.
Yeah, for sure. So look, when I have this cup here, for me, it's a lot more natural for me to get that leading edge running parallel to the forearm by having just that little bit of extension in there. That's a lot more natural for me. I don't have to try and manipulate or anything like that at the top. It just kind of fits better, which is what we're after.
Exactly. So do me a favor, hit a shot now from your normal grip and flex the wrist.
Just a quick one on this. What I will say, and look, I know that's a pattern that I'm not used to when I have the club face, when I have the grip so weak like that. But I hit that last one 184 yards versus 111 on the first one, and the extension at the top was quite, I can't remember exactly what it was quite similar, but the grip to start with was a world of difference. So that's why the difference in the distance there for me.
So hit a shot here, and then with your normal grip, let's just flex the top.
Okay.
So let's just flat. Okay. So now you can see more flexion, changes the club face.
And it was only a little bit past flat. It was only 1 degree.
So you're negative
-1 degree.
Negative 1 degree. But again, your recommendation is between plus 13 and plus 38 based off that grip.
Yes.
So you getting into this, look how low the ball flight was. It was 68 feet. That's not good for a, well, you got 6 iron, 7 iron?
7 iron.
Not good for a 7 iron.
Not at all.
So that's the neutral grip. So look, if you have got a neutral grip, it's okay to have a little bit of cup.
Yeah.
The face is the most important thing. Let's go for somebody. We all know these golfers who get to the golf club and they hold it really strong. I can think of a few golfers when we played as junior golfers. But you look at people like
Craig Thomas.
Even Craig Thomas, people like Rory McIlroy, Tommy Fleetwood are probably on the board, on the border of a stronger left hand.
They've got stronger grips. Yeah. Let's just go to change this out. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, so we're going to go strong now. So what that means is we can see maybe 3 knuckles. So I've got 1, 2, and then I've got this other third knuckle here. So this is just, it's interesting what happens when I do this. We can actually see, you'd be maybe quite surprised by what happens here. All right, so that's gone left. Powerful, 188, so good distance, but it's gone left.
So strong grip, 39 extension at address, so when he's at the golf ball. But if we look at the top here, what you you were still too flexed. So when you have a really strong grip, we know it wants to close the club face.
Got to get more extension.
You better have a little bit more extension or cup at the top of the swing. You were plus 16 there. The guide on here is between plus 19 and plus 44.
Oh, that was hard work. I had to really cup that, and I don't like doing loads of
Pretty nice shot, though. That was just finished, left the target, but now what we've got is address was 36. Top of the backswing there, you had 26 degrees of extension, cup in the wrist there. That shows that you do not need to have a flat left wrist at the top of the golf swing. Okay, hope that makes sense to you guys. Remember, it's not always a flat left wrist. Match your top of backswing to your grip. Now, if you want more from me and Pierce, make sure you check out meandmygolf.com or simply download the Me and My Golf app for our best content to help you with your golf. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.